Hello, everyone. This is Al, Red Sox fan, coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. And we're going to continue our journey with Pine Tar Baseball, Greatest Teams League. And this is Game 3 between the 1965 Dodgers and the 1976 Yankees. Yankees lead the series 2-0. Yankees took Game 1 and 2 in La La Land. Game 1 went 10 innings. And a pinch hit home run in the top of the 10th by Oscar Gamble helped propel the Bronx Bombers to victory. And in Game 2, the Pinstripers won 4-2. So they traveled to the Bronx looking to sweep, trying to righten the ship and steer the course straight. For the Dodgers, on the mound is Claude Osteen. Osteen's a left-handed thrower. On the road, first time through the lineup, A grade, then B grade the rest of the game. He's good for 7 innings, possibly more. Ed Figueroa gets the start for the Yankees here in the Bronx. At home, A+ for the first 2 times through the order, then the rest of the game an A. He's good for 8 innings. As the Yankees hope to take a 3-0 lead. He has an automatic walk on 77. Osteen does not have any automatic walks or strikeouts. Let's get to the starting lineup and roll some Pine Tar Baseball for the visiting Dodgers. Leading off, playing shortstop, Maury Wills. Batting second in right field, Ron Fairley. Playing third base, batting third is Jim Gilliam. The cleanup hitter, the designated hitter, Don Drysdale gets the call. He had a 2-run homer in Game 2. And Don Drysdale, pitcher, pinch hitter extraordinaire, will be swinging the bat as a designated hitter in the 4 spot. Batting fifth, Lou B. Johnson in left field. Wes Parker's at first. He'll bat 6th. Batting 7th at second base, Jimmy Lefevre. Willie Davis patrols center field for the Dodgers and will bat 8th. Doing the catching, Johnny Roseboro. And again, Claude Osteen on the mound. As the Dodgers hoping to take a game here and avoid going down 3-0. For the 1976 New York Yankees, managed by Billy Martin, one of my all-time favorite managers. Mickey Rivers, Mick the Quick, leads off in center field, followed by the second baseman Willie Randolph. Batting third in right field, Otto Velez. The designated hitter is the Yankee captain, Thurman Munson. Chris Chambliss bats 5th at first base. Sweet Lou Pinella's in left field, batting 6th. Greg Nettles mans the hot corner for the Yankees, and he will bat 7th. At shortstop, one of Billy Martin's favorites, Fred Chicken Stanley, batting 8th. And Fran Healy will do the catching. He has a -14 arm. They'll like to try to slow down the running attack of the Dodgers and Maury Wills. So Fran Healy gets his first start in the series due to that -14 arm, and he runs slow. We forgot to mark that down. At the ballpark here in the Bronx, we have Bobby Cantilano, Sean Shiflett, and pretty soon we'll be coming up with our 1969 Sean Shiflett Trophy. I shouldn't say memorial. Trophy tournament. One and done. Dave Gardner's at the ballpark. Check out that wonderful channel. Kenny Castro, sports writer extraordinaire, and Larry Harris says, "Let's go Dodgers." Bobby Cantilano put up a couple of really nice short videos today. Check them out. All right, so Ed Figueroa on the bump. He's a right-handed thrower. He's going to face Maury Wills. Wills, a switch hitter, batting lefty against right-handed pitching, reaches safely 0 through 30. Healy sets the target, the pitch to Maury Wills. Ball game on the way, and that's going to be an 82. So Wills makes contact, sends it out to center field. Mick the Quick makes the catch, 1 down. So that's 1 out. And here comes the right fielder for the Dodgers, Ron Fairley. Fairley against right-handed pitching. Reaches safely 0 through 38. The windup and the pitch from Ed Figueroa. 65. Ground ball to short. Up with it is Stanley. He throws to Chambliss, 2 down. So 2 up, 2 down for the Dodgers. Figueroa, we're looking for that 1-2-3 inning. He'll have to get past Jim Gilliam, the third baseman. He's switch hitter, batting lefty against right-handed pitching. Reaches safely 0-35. Figueroa nods his head. The pitch to Jim Gilliam. 23. And that will be a walk. First base is not occupied. So no 1-2-3 inning. Gilliam earns a walk. He's not going to steal. And here comes Don Drysdale. Drysdale gets the start at DH. He's one of the best hitters on this team, and he's a pitcher. And Thrice-A-Roni, a card collecting treat. As he says, play ball. Check out that absolutely wonderful channel. Thrice-A-Roni, a big Kansas City Chiefs fan. He was looking for Mahomes. I have to finish watching that video. All right, here's Don Drysdale. He reaches safely 0-32. Home runs 0-4. Can he give the Yankees the lead here? Figueroa deals to Drysdale. Will the Drysdale experiment work? Not on this one, it won't. That's a 54, and that is a swing and a miss, and the side is retired. Drysdale took a mighty cut to try to drive it out of Yankee Stadium, but the side is retired as he hit nothing but air. We go to the bottom of the first. No score here in the Bronx. Due up for the Yankees, Mick the Quick, that's Mickey Rivers, Willie Randolph, Otto Velez, and if anyone gets on, the Yankee captain, Thurman Munson. Claude Osteen tries to straighten the course for the Dodgers. They're down 2-0. Osteen trying to pick up the first win for the Dodgers in a very unforgiving place. The Bronx, the house that Ruth built, Yankee Stadium, as these ancient rivals clash once again. Osteen, left-handed pitcher. Again, good for 7 innings or more. Mickey Rivers, lefty-lefty matchup, reaches safely 0-31. Osteen. Here's the pitch from Claude Osteen. And that's a 93, 93 to Rivers, 93. Rivers sends it out to left. Out number 1, Johnson makes the catch. As Rivers takes the turn and goes back to the bench. That'll bring up the Yankees' second baseman, Willie Randolph, against left-handed pitching, reaches safely 0-37. Roseboro sets the target. The pitch to Randolph. 32 to Willie Randolph. And that is a walk. So Willie Randolph works a walk. A 1-out walk. Randolph, a pretty good base stealer. Stolen base opportunity anytime, twice per series. And I don't think the Yankees have stolen any bases. This is what I have to get used to. I should write that down. I'm just looking back real quick. Randolph did steal 1 base, so he can steal 1 more by the rules of Pine Tar Baseball. And I might modify that as I go forward, seeing that these are 7-game series. Best of 7. Let's see, did he steal anything in Game 2? No, so he's eligible for 1 more steal. All right, so Randolph at first. 1 out. Here's Otto Velez. Osteen will try to induce the double play ball, the pitcher's best friend. Velez, a right-handed batter, reaches safely 0-43. Otto awaits the Osteen offering. The pitch to Velez. And that is a 56 to Otto Velez. 56. Swing and a miss. Osteen gets him on the curveball. Osteen, a very underrated pitcher. So 2 outs. Randolph at first will be off on contact. As Dave Gardner giving updates on his WHL playoffs he's rolling. Oh, the Whalers choked in Game 7 on an overtime roll. That stinks. Here's the Yankee captain, Thurman Munson. He's DHing. As we're back in the American League ballpark, Healy does the catching with the -14 arm. Roseboro goes through the sides. A quick nod of the head from Osteen. The pitch to the Yankee captain, Thurman Munson. And that's going to be a 12. A 12, as Munson reaches safely 0 through 31. A 12 is a single. So Munson will single to right field. And that's an even number. And Randolph is a fast runner, and it wouldn't matter even or odd. He's going to go 2 bases. He's going to go first to third, as he was off on contact with 2 outs. So the Yankee captain keeps the inning alive. And Randolph 90 feet away from giving the Yankees a 1-0 lead. Here comes the left-handed batting first baseman Chris Chambliss. Chambliss reaches safely 0 through 31 against lefties. Osteen nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Chris Chambliss. 58, Chambliss. Ground ball to second. Lefevre has it. Throws to first. And the side is retired. The Yankees strand 2. We're through 1. No score here in the Bronx. We go to the top of the second. For the 65 Dodgers, Johnson, Parker, and Lefevre. If anyone gets on, Willie Davis. As Ed Figueroa takes his warm-up tosses between innings. Beardson 007's at the ballpark, along with ID Gesture. Check out that wonderful channel. ID doing his card and dice baseball game ratings. So here's Lou Johnson, right-handed batter. Against right-handed pitching, reaches safely 0 through 31. Ed Figueroa picks up the sign from Healy. The pitch to Lou B. Johnson. 17 for Lou B. Johnson. And that's a single. So Johnson smacks a single to left field as he turns on the ball and pulls it to left. The Dodgers have scored 4 runs in 2 games, and 3 of them have been driven in by the pitcher. Sandy Koufax knocked in 1, and Don Drysdale, who's DHing in this game, had a 2-run homer in Game 2. Johnson at first, not going anywhere, and here comes Wes Parker, the first baseman. Switch hitter batting lefty. Against right-handed pitching, 0 through 33, he'll advance safely. Figueroa hopes to induce the double play ball as Stanley and Randolph pinch the middle. The pitch to Wes Parker. That's a 57. A 57. Ground ball to first. And they will erase Johnson. They try to turn 2, but they can't. So Johnson, the lead runner, is out. Parker reaches on the fielder's choice. Covering first was Ed Figueroa. But the relay throw not in time, so the fielder's choice goes 3 to 6. So Johnson is out. Parker's at first. Top of the second. 1 out. No score. And I'll bring up Jimmy Lefevre, the second baseman. Figueroa deals quickly to Lefevre. Looking again for the double play ball. And that's going to be a 32. How do you do? And that's going to be an error check. So let's roll. The red and white die will indicate the fielder. The blue die if there's an error. 86 and a 5. Odds are there will be an error. 86, a center fielder. And the center fielder is Mickey Rivers. The 5 does indicate an error, as his error chance is a 5, so 5 and lower. He commits the error. So advancing, as there's only 1 out, Parker, if with 2 outs, runners advance 2 bases. Parker advances to second. He thought Rivers was going to catch that ball. As he was coming in, it popped out of his glove. Rivers throws to second, but not in time. Lefevre reaches on the E8. Dodgers have an opportunity here. First and second. One out. It should be 2 outs with Parker at first. And here comes Willie Davis, center fielder. Left-handed batter against righties. Reaches safely 0 through 28. So the Yankees make an error. And Ed Figueroa has to bear down. No fault of his own. He rocks and deals to Willie Davis. 41. A 41 for Willie Davis. Ground ball to first. This will be a double play, and it will end the inning. As Chambliss throws to Stanley, back to Chambliss. 3-6-3, and the side is retired. So Figueroa bails out his center fielder. As Mickey Rivers comes jogging in, patting his chest, saying thank you. Go to the bottom of the second. Here in the Bronx, no score. So a good job by Ed Figueroa. As Davis bangs into the double play. Due up for the Yankees, Chambliss, Piniella, Nettles, and Stanley. I got to take Chambliss off the top. Chambliss made the last out by grounding to second. So it'll be Piniella, Nettles, and Stanley. If anyone gets on, Yankee catcher Fran Healy. Claude Osteen back up on the bump. What determines if it's a double play? The white die. The white die determines. Lou Piniella, right-handed batter, facing the left-handed throwing Claude Osteen, reaches safely against lefties 0 through 33. Here's the pitch to sweet Lou Piniella. Osteen tosses up a 33. And a 33. Curveball hits Piniella. He doesn't move. Osteen's complaining, but the curveball did get away from him, and that hits Lou Piniella. So Piniella, with that sheepish smile, trots down to first. Dodger bench screaming he didn't get out of the way, but, the ball was at him. Where do you want him to go, folks? I'll bring up Greg Nettles. So Piniella's at first. Nettles, lefty-lefty matchup. Has home run rolls 0, 0-1, and 0-2. Reaches safely 0 through 25. Osteen hoping for a double play ball once again. The pitch to Greg Nettles, Yankee third baseman. 6. That's a 13. And that's a single. So Greg Nettles singles to right. He pulls the curveball. He waited nicely on it. And the 3 odd number, Piniella, a moderate runner, will stop at second. So the Yankees playing station to station right now, hit by pitch and a single. And the Bronx Bombers are in business. No outs, 2 on for Fred Chicken Stanley. Fran Healy on deck. That could be the only saving grace for Osteen and the Dodgers. Stanley, right-handed batter, reaches safely against lefties 0 through 31. Sacrifice hit chance is a 77. But Healy's on deck. And he reaches safely actually 0 through 33. Stanley's going to put the bunt down. He needs a 77 or lower. Here's the pitch. Stanley squares. It's a 76. Holy cow. He just puts it down. They thought about going to third. So a 76. It's an even dice roll on the sack bunt. Where is the sack bunt now? I think I got to flip the chart. And I do. even roll. Third baseman charging. He thought about spinning and throwing to the shortstop. Wills covering third, but took the sure out at first. As the charging Gilliam throws to the second baseman Lefevre, as both Gilliam and Parker were charging. The corners were charging, so a successful sacrifice. And again, his sacrifice hit chance is a 77. We rolled a 76. But Stanley gets the job done. It's second and third, one out. As that's a sac bunt. That goes 5-4. So Stanley gets a big slap on the back from manager Billy Martin as gunshot high noon to 76. Phew, I know. And here comes Fran Healy getting his first start. Munson moved to DH because Healy has a -14 arm as a catcher. So he just needs to get this ball up in the air and see if Sweet Lou Piniella can score from third. Osteen needs a K. Osteen looks in. Grim determination on his face. The leg kick and the pitch to Fran Healy. Can Healy help the cause? That's a 2. It's going to be a 56. A 56. Ground ball to short. Excuse me. Left-handed pitcher. 56. Ground ball to second. Ground ball to second, excuse me. So a ground ball to second. Will it score Piniella from third? The only play is to first. So no runner on first. 56. Ground ball to second. Runner advances 1 through 9. So Piniella scores, and it's 1-0 Yankees. Nettles goes to third. Healy grounds out 4-3, but picks up a ribby. So small ball pays off with the 8-9 batters. And it's 1-0 Bronx Bombers. Remember, they lead the series 2-0. So Healy does his JOB. Top of the order, Mickey Rivers. Rivers flew out to left. He's 0 for 1. Nettles at third. Base hit scores him. The pitch to Mick the Quick from Claude Osteen. And that's a 63. This should end the inning. As Rivers smacks the ball to third. Gilliam has it. Throws across the diamond. And the side is retired. Mickey the Quick is now 0 for 2. Scoring at home, that goes 5-3, Gilliam to Parker. But the Yankees score 1. We go to the top of the third, 1-0 Yankees, as they look to take Game 3 and move on to sweeping the Dodgers of 1965. So the small ball pays off for Billy Martin. As I've always stated, I desperately wanted Billy Martin to manage my beloved Red Sox. Beardson 007 says, watching and listening to your game while figuring out my seeds for the worst team 1901 through 2019, 70s present to finish. Cool. What game engine? What game? Thank you for sharing. So Figueroa back up on the mound for the Yankees. He has a 1-0 lead, top of the third. It'll be Johnny Roseboro. In the top of the order, Murray Wills and Ron Fairley. Roseboro, the Dodger catcher. Figueroa, he's ready. The pitch to Johnny Roseboro. 0-1. And Johnny Roseboro just has doubled. 0-1. Roseboro doubles. So the Dodgers have the tying run in scoring position. That double went to center field as Mickey Rivers playing a little too shallow. The ball's lifted over his head. Rivers quickly recovered, and the slow-footed catcher winds up on second. So a double for Johnny Roseboro. Good start for the Dodger Blue here in the top of the third, trailing by 1. And now bring up Maury Wills. Wills, an excellent bunter, And that's what they're going to do. Wills needs an 81 or under. Here's the pitch. Wills squares the bunt. Oh, my God! 93. Holy poop. He does not put the bunt down. We need an 81. We rolled a 93. Small ball pooped the bed there for the Dodgers. And let's take a roll there. Fails on even rolls. That's an odd roll. Fails on an odd roll. Lead runner out. 3-6. Okay, but he was going to third. So it will be 3. I guess, yeah, it could still be 3-6 because it would be a wheel play. The shortstop would be probably covering once he's square. So yes, he is out. The lead runner, Roseboro, is out. 3-6. Fielder's choice. 3-6 for Maury Wills on the failed bunt. And we'll just go fail bunt, FB. And the Yankee fans are loving it. Shamblish quickly pounced on that ball through to Fred Chicken Stanley, who applied the tag on Johnny Roseboro. So Maury Wills at first, 1 out, as he fails to put the bunt down on an 81. And here comes Ron Fairley. Fairley grounded to short. Figueroa applauds the effort of his first baseman and shortstop. Now he's ready. He deals to Ron Fairley. 29 to Ron Fairley. 29. And that will be 2 balls, no strikes. First base is occupied. Figueroa, first time through the lineup, A+. After that, an A. So anytime first base is occupied and we roll a walk, it's 2 balls, no strikes. And so they'll do it again. Once again, into the breach goes Figueroa. The pitch to Ron Fairley, 2-0. He's get the green light. And that's a 24 for Ron Fairley. And this time it is a walk. So 4 consecutive balls. Wills now moves up to second. Fairley at first, 1 out. A chance for Jim Gilliam to tie the game up or give the Dodgers the lead. On deck, Don Drysdale, the pitcher. He is a designated hitter tonight. Gilliam walked his first time up. Figueroa nods his head. Healy sets the target. The pitch to Jim Gilliam. 5. That's a 32. 32. 2 balls, no strikes, as first base is occupied. First and second, 1 out. Healy pounds the mitt, sets a target, imploring Figueroa to hit it. The windup and the pitch to Gilliam again on the 2-0. And here come the Dodgers. That's an 18. And that's a single. So Gilliam on the 2-0 gets the green light. Dodgers playing aggressive here. 18 is a single to left. Maury Wills is a fast runner. He will score from second, but they have a chance to throw him out. So let's put single, and that goes to left. The left fielder is Lou Piniella. He has an average arm. So for Piniella to throw out Maury Wills at the plate as he charges the ball, he needs a 0 through 10. Here's the throw by Piniella. And it's a 63. Maury Wills scores. The throw's up the line. Healy blocks it. And it's a 1-1 ball game. Fairley's at second. Gilliam at first with a ribby. Dodgers have tied it up. 1-1, and that'll bring up Don Drysdale. Drysdale, while pitching in Game 2 in L.A., hit a 2-run homer. He gets the start at designated hitter for the Dodgers, who have one of the most anemic offenses in history for being such a good team. He struck out, though, against Figueroa. First and second, 1-1. Figueroa hoping for the double play ball. Drysdale hoping to tee it high and let it fly. Here's the pitch to Double D, Don Drysdale. Figueroa fires in an 82, and 82, and that ball is sent out to right. Going back, making the catch is Otto Velez. Fairly at second. Ball hit to right field. Tag safely. 45 and under. Anything above he holds unless it's a 77, 88, or 99 and he is thrown out. Well, he's going to tag up here. And again, he needs a 45 or under. It's a 61, so he bluffs and holds. But there are 2 away now. As Drysdale flies out to Otto Velez. He just got under that one. Drysdale taking his hacks up there. So 2 outs, 1-1 ball game. First and second, runners will be off on contact. Here comes the left fielder, Lou B. Johnson. He singled and was forced out on the fielder's choice by Parker. Can he give Dodger Blue the lead? Figueroa looks in, nods his head. The pitch to Lou B. Johnson. That's a 36, swing and a miss, and the side is retired. So Figueroa bears down, picks up his second K, but the Dodgers do get a run. It didn't look good. They had the leadoff double, the failed sac bunt. Roseborough's thrown out at third by Chambliss. Wills at first, then advances to second on the walk to Fairley. Gilliam singles him in. Bottom of the third, 1-1. Due up for the Yankees. Randolph, Velez, Munson, if anyone gets on, Chris Chambliss. So the Dodgers have tied it. As Claude Osteen goes back up on the mound for Dodger Blue. The Yankees lead the series 2-0, looking for a sweep. You can't sweep unless you win Game 3, and that's just what they want to do here in the Bronx. Here's the pitch to Randolph. He walked his first time up. Osteen fires in a 33. What will it be? A 33 to Willie Randolph is a walk. And that does not change. That is a walk, and first base is not occupied. And Osteen, first time through the lineup, is an A pitcher, then a B. So Randolph walks again. 1-1 ball game. Eligible to steal one more base in this series per Pine Tar rules. And here's Otto Velez. Otto? Velez was a strikeout victim. The lefty Osteen, he's ready. The leg kick and the pitch to Otto Velez. 48 to Otto Velez. Left-handed pitcher. Swing and a miss. He gets him again. So Velez inserted into the lineup because he reaches safely against lefties 0 through 43. Unfortunately, he's hit nothing but air. So 1 out, 1 on for the Yankee captain, the designated hitter in Game 3. Thurman Munson, he singled. He's 1 for 1. Roseboro sets the target. The pitch to the Yankee captain, Thurman Munson. 96 to Thurman. 96. Fly ball left field. Johnson goes back, ranges to his left, makes the catch. 2 away, retreating back to first is Randolph. Now I'll bring up Chris Chambliss. Chambliss grounded to second. He's 0 for 1. Lefty-lefty matchup. The pitch from Claude Osteen. That's going to end the inning. 92. Fly ball out to left. Rinse and repeat. Johnson makes the catch. And the side is retired. Top of the fourth. 1-1 here in the Bronx between the 76 Yankees and the 65 Dodgers. Ed Figueroa back on the bump. Still Only the second time through the lineup, so he is still an A-plus pitcher. And he'll face Wes Parker, Jimmy Lefevre, Willie Davis, if anyone gets on, Johnny Roseboro. Here's Wes Parker. Parker reached on a fielder's choice. Healy sets the target. The pitch to Parker. Figueroa tosses up a 0-8. Oh boy, a 0-8 is a single. So Wes Parker smacks that ball returned to center. Line shot falling in front of Mickey Rivers. So Parker's now 1 for 2. Dodgers so far have brought their hit sticks today. And here's Jimmy Lefevre. Sacrifice chance, 89 and under. Lefevre reaches 0 through 30. On deck is Willie Davis. Davis banged into a double play. Dodgers will continue with small ball. Here's the pitch to Jimmy Lefevre, and that's an 89, and he just barely puts it down. Holy cow, am I rolling high for these things. So Parker advances. Oh, wait, 89. Wait a second. He advances, and it's a possible error. Because it's an 89, we rolled his exact bunt attempt. And let me just take a quick look at that rule. If you roll an 89, let's see if we flip it. I just remembered, if you roll the exact number, yep. If the roll equals batter's sacrifice hit chance value, it is an error. E3. So it is an error. So Parker advances to second. Yankees commit their second error, and it's Chambliss who boots the ball. After he made that great play, that got Roseboro when they tried to advance him to third in the top of the third. So an E3. First and second now, no outs. So Figueroa not getting any help from his defense. Hello, Captain Carl. Hope all is well. Thank you for joining us. And here's Willie Davis. Now, Davis' sacrifice hit chance is a 74. Against right-handed pitching, he reaches safely 0 through 28. So again, they're going to sacrifice and try to go second and third. We need a 74 under, and this time he puts it down. They will play to first. That's a 53. That is an odd roll. Chambliss fields it, turns and throws to Randolph, who steps on the bag. So sack, bunt. For Davis. And that goes 3 to 4. Again, on the wheel play, Randolph covers. Parker goes to third. Lefevre goes to second. So with one out, the go-ahead runs are in scoring position. Parker 90 feet away. Jimmy Lefevre at second. And here comes Dodger catcher, who doubled, Johnny Roseboro. Thrown out when they attempted to bunt him over to third. Can Roseboro give Dodger Blue the lead? The pitch from Ed Figueroa. Roseboro. 42. How do you do? 42. Ground ball to first. Ground ball to first. No one's on first. No runner on first. Ground ball to first. Runners advance. So Parker scores. And it's a 2-1 ball game. Lefevre goes to third. Johnny Roseboro on the 42. Ground ball to first. So he grounds out. As Chambliss takes it to the bag himself. He thought about it. Took a tricky hop on him, though. So 2-1 Dodgers. Top of the order for Maury Wills. Wills is 0 for 2. He's flown to center, reached on the fielder's choice, and scored on the Gilliam single. So 2-1 Dodgers, trying to get more. Parker scored. Lefevre is at third. Here's the pitch from Figueroa to Maury Wills. This is a third time through the batting order now, so Figueroa goes from an A+ to an A, and that's should end the inning on the 41. 41, ground ball to first. Chambliss has it. Tossed it to Figueroa, and the side is retired. Let's make sure it's 3 outs. Yes, it is. As he grounds out, 3-1. But the Dodgers pick up another run. We go to the bottom of the fourth, 2-1 Dodgers. Trying to desperately win Game 3. They're down 2-0. They lost the first 2 games in La La Land. So there goes your home ballpark advantage. As the Yankees won 3-2 in 10 in Game 1. Oscar Gamble had the game-winning homer in the 10th. And then they took Game 2 4-2. The only runs scored by the Dodgers in Game 2, a 2-run homer by Don Drysdale, the pitcher, who is a designated hitter tonight. Due up for the Yankees in the bottom of the fourth, Piniella, Nettles, and Stanley. If anyone gets on, Fran Healy, who's knocked in the only Yankee run. Claude Osteen goes back up on the mound. He now has a 1-run lead. 65 Dodgers 2, 76 Yankees 1. And he will face Lou Piniella. Still the second time through the lineup. Once it's the third time, he goes from an A to a B. Piniella was hit by a pitch and scored on the Healy groundout. Here's the pitch to sweet Lou Piniella. Osteen tosses up a 58. 58. Ground ball to short. Wills throws to Parker. 1 down. So Piniella takes that turn and goes back to the bench. Greg Nettles steps to the plate. He singled his first time up. 1 for 1. Lefty-lefty matchup. The pitch to the Yankee third baseman. Osteen fires in. A 31. Swing and a miss. It was a mighty swing by Nettles. He chased high and away. And that is Claude Osteen's first K. So 2 up, 2 down. Dodgers looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Desperately needing a win, down 2-0, best of 7. And here comes Fred Chicken Stanley. No official at bat. He had a sac bunt. The pitch to the Chicken. And Fred Chicken Stanley, one of Billy Martin's favorites, and this is why. He just rolled a 16, and that is a single. So Fred Chicken Stanley singles to left field. Inning stays alive as he's now 1 for 1. Yankee catcher Fran Healy 0 for 1 with the ribby as the Yankees played small ball. Back in the second, Piniella was hit by a pitch. Nettles singled first and second. Sac bunt by Stanley second and third. Healy grounded to second, scoring the run. Stanley takes his lead. Osteen looks over. The pitch to Fran Healy. Osteen fires in. 73. 73 ground ball to third. No, fly ball, excuse me. 73. Fly ball to right. That'll be out number 2. Stanley retreats. That'll be out number 3, excuse me. Out number 3. And the side is retired. On the fly ball. 73. Yep, fly ball to right. So he flies out to Ron Fairley. The 2-out single doesn't hurt. We're through 4, still 2-1 Dodgers. What happened there was I started to look and my eyes glanced over to the Ron Fairley card. So, Ed Figueroa goes back up on the bump. Again, he's an A-grade pitcher now, dropping from an A+ after 2 times through the order. Two-1 Dodgers. Top of 5. Ron Fairley Walked his first time up. No official at bat. Healy goes through the signs. Figueroa nods his head. The pitch to Fairley. 26 for Ron Fairley, right-handed pitcher. 26. That's a walk. First base is not occupied. And that's the second time Fairley's walked. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time to short. So he's still 0 for 1. Dodgers up 2-1. That'll bring up Jim Gilliam. He's not going to bunt. He's a 49 bunter. Gilliam has walked and knocked in a run, so he's 1 for 1. He's hit a single. The pitch to Jim Gilliam. Figueroa fires in an 80. An 80 to Jim Gilliam. Fly ball center field. Mickey Rivers goes back a bit. Reaches up, makes the catch. Retreating back to first is Fairley. 1 out, 1 on. Here in the top of the fifth, 2-1 Dodgers. And now bring up Don Drysdale, the pitcher who is the designated hitter tonight. In Game 2, the start that he was a tough luck loser, he had a 2-run homer off Doc Ellis. Drysdale, 0 for 2. He struck out and flown deep to right. The pitch to Double D, Don Drysdale. That's a 1, and that's not going to get it done. 76. Drysdale sends the ball to right field again. At the track, making the catch for out number 2 is Otto Velez. So Drysdale, after striking out, has flown deep twice to right. And now bring up Lou B. Johnson. Johnson, the left fielder, is singled and struck out. 2-1 Dodgers. Fairley will be off on contact. The pitch from Figueroa. Johnson. 75 from Figueroa to Johnson. This ball's hit to center. Coming in is Mickey Rivers. He makes the catch. The walk doesn't hurt. 3 fly ball outs later, we go to the bottom of the fifth. Still 2-1, 65 Dodgers over the 76 Yankees. Yankees do lead the series 2-0, as they took the first 2 games in L.A. Due up for the Yankees in the bottom of the fifth, it'll be the top of the order: Mickey Rivers, Willie Randolph, and Otto Velez. So Claude Osteen back up on the mound. Will face Mick the Quick. He's 0 for 2. He's flown to left and grounded to third. Rivers, you want to keep him off the base path. Tremendous base stealer. Very fast base runner. A lefty-lefty matchup. The pitch from Osteen to Mick the Quick. 38 to Rivers. Lefty-lefty matchup. 38. Swing and a miss. Got him on the curveball. Roseboro applies the tag as the ball hit the dirt. So that's 1 down. Osteen picks up his 4th K. So Osteen picks up his 4th strikeout. Here's the Yankees second baseman, Willie Randolph. He's walked twice. No official at bat. Osteen now, again, he goes from an A to a B grade. 3rd time through the lineup, so the rest of the game he's a B for as long as he's in there. The pitch to Willie Randolph. Osteen tosses up a 29. First base is not occupied, and guess what? Willie Randolph has just walked for a 3rd time. So Randolph not chasing for any of the breaking pitches. Tying run at first. Roseboro has a -8 arm. Randolph's stolen base opportunity is an A. Anytime, twice per series. He's already stoled once. We're still going to keep that in the bank right now. And here's Otto Velez. Velez has struck out twice against Osteen. Let's see if he can come through here. 1 out, 1 on. Osteen hoping for the double play ball. Lefevre and Wills pinch the middle, looking for the DP. The pitch to Otto Velez. And Otto Velez finally is going to come through here. That's a 0-7 against a lefty. And that's a single. So Otto Velez singles to center. He was right on that breaking pitch. Otto Velez singles to center. 0-7. Randolph's a fast runner. He's going to go first to third. So with 1 out, Yankees have the tying run 90 feet away thanks to Otto Velez and the great base running of Willie Randolph. Beatles Eternally's at the ballpark. Hope all is well. As Beatles says, there is an awesome new item in the Steam Workshop for Out of the Park Baseball 21 called Baseball Greats Volume 3. It is a definite must-have. What is it? Give us a summary. Our good friend Beatles Eternally. Hope all is well in these trying times. As I love my good friend Beatles Eternally. God bless him and the rest of you all. So here comes the Yankee captain, Thurman Munson. And once Beatle gives us a little summary of what that is, we will read it out. Thank you for joining us. To Beatles and everyone else. Appa Chatter! How you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. First and third, Munson 1 for 2. He's singled and flown to left. Double play ball will get him out of it. The pitch from Osteen to Munson. 5. Oh boy, 0-4 to the Yankee captain. And that's a double. So Thurman Munson smashes a shot down the left field line. That's going to rattle around. Randolph scores to tie the game. Otto Velez is a moderate runner, so he's at third for a moment. Munson doubles, picks up a ribby, possibly another one. Otto Velez at first. It's a double. 0-4 on a double. Moderate runner, which Otto Velez is, takes 2 bases. So he can try. He's going to try to score here because the double. So Velez is at first, though. This is where I get confused here. Velez is at first, and if you take a double, he's taking 2 bases anyway. So it's second and third. You know what? We'll just stop him at third. I'm not quite sure about that. That's the one thing I mean. Is it the double and then 2 bases? You see what I'm saying? Like second, but he's at first. So, all right. So Velez stops at third. Munson picks up the game-tying RBI. It's 2-2. Osteen in a bit of a pickle here. And here comes Chris Chambliss. Chambliss is 0 for 2. He's grounded to second and flown out. Second and third, fly ball. There's only 1 out. That was a strikeout of Mickey Rivers to start the inning. Do we play the infield in? 2-2. We cannot play the infield in until... Ooh, wrong thing. It is the bottom of the 5th. Infield, extra innings. I should have tagged that. I've looked at this a few times, and I should have just tagged it. Infield in. Let's see. I think it's actually on the chart. Let's see if we look on the chart. That's the double play. We can go, well, there's no chance of the double play unless it's a line out. They don't have that. Just look quickly. So 2-2 ball game. As Munson drives in the tying run. And I thought I had marked the page infield in. I think they call it defense in. And, well, we'll just play it normal. We'll play it normal. We'll do that for both sides. I've done it before, playing it normal. I thought I had marked that, so that's a question we'll ask. All right, here's the pitch to Chambliss. Can he put the Yankees ahead, second and third? 1 out, 2-2 ball game, and he's going to do that. That's a 24. A 24 against the lefty Osteen. 24 is a single. Didn't matter infielding or not. That's a single. Velez trots home with the Yankee third run, 3-2 New York. Munson, as it's a 42, that's an even number. He's at second. He's a moderate runner. He's going to try to score. And again, 42. 24, excuse me, 24, single. It's a single to center. Charging the ball is Davis. He has an average arm. So that's 0 through 10. As Munson racing around from second, here's the throw from Davis. And Munson scores. So Chambliss knocks in 2. It's 4-2. Yankees. So the Yankees come roaring back to take the lead with 3 in the bottom of the 5th. And there's still only 1 out. 2 ribbies for Chris Chambliss. He's now 1 for 3 and a happy camper at first base. So Velez and Munson score. Chambliss at first. Beatles attorney says, comes with over 1,100 players and uses a very sophisticated stat rating formula. Oh, you can make your own teams? Well, that's kind of cool. So Osteen, with a runner on first and 1 out, they're going to give him another opportunity here. Lou Piniella has been hit by a pitch and grounded to short. They're hoping for the double play ball. The pitch to sweet Lou Piniella. Can he beat it into the ground? And they turn 2. That's a 5, so it's going to be a 42. A 42 swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. Strikeout number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Osteen, but he's down 4-2. Chambliss will be off on contact. Lefty-lefty matchup with Greg Nettles, a third baseman. Nettles has singled and struck out. Osteen peaks the first. Now he rocks and deals to Greg Nettles. 69 to Nettles. Nettles sends the ball out to right. Making the catch is Fairley, and the side is retired. But the Yankees plate 3. RBIs for Munson and Chambliss. Munson with 1, Chambliss with 2. We go to the top of the 6th. The Bronx Bombers have a 4-2 lead. And I think Claude Osteen might be done. And then Nettles. So Ed Figueroa goes out to the mound in the top of the 6th with a 4-2 lead. They're talking to Osteen in the dugout. Dodgers will send up Parker, Lefevre, and Davis. Here's the pitch to Wes Parker. Parker is 1 for 2. He singled and scored and reached on a fielder's choice. And here come the Dodgers. That's a 26, and a 26 is a walk. Figueroa struggled with his control today. Another walk for Eddie Figueroa. Tying run comes to the plate. And Jimmy Lefevre. Let's see what Lefevre can do. Healy sets the target, the pitch of Jim Lefevre. And that's a 28 to Jimmy Lefevre. 2-0 count as first base is occupied. And Figueroa is still an A pitcher for the rest of the game. Lefevre gets the green light. Lefevre doubles on the 0-2. So Lefevre doubles. He strikes the ball well. Racing back but not able to get it is the right fielder, Otto Velez. And Parker will be held at third. So a walk and a double, and here come the Dodgers. As Ed Figueroa in jeopardy of giving the lead right back or giving up the lead, however you want to say it. Second and third, no outs. Dodger Blue Bats have woken up. All right, Beatles, you take care too, my friend. Be safe. God bless. Here's Willie Davis. Center fielder. Davis is banged into a double play and had a sac bunt. The Yankees want the out. The pitch from Figueroa to Davis, 5, and that's a 76. Right-handed pitcher, 76. Fly ball to right. Velez will make the catch. Parker at third base will attempt to tag. Again, 70 and under, he is safe. Anything higher than that, he holds unless it's a 77, 88, or 99. It's a 72, so he cannot score. He holds up a good throw by Otto Velez. More bad luck on those rolls. So Davis flies out to right. Actually, it was a 65, excuse me. 65, so he was well above it, 72. But it was not a 77, 88, or 99, so he holds. So 1 out. Boy, the Dodgers don't want to squander this. They're down 4-2. Second and third, 1 out now. And here's Johnny Roseboro. Maury Wills on deck. Roseboro's doubled. Was thrown out at third on a bad sac bunt and grounded to first. The pitch to the Dodger blue catcher, Johnny Roseboro. And that is a 66. And a 66 will be a defense check. A 66 on the Roseboro card. Ground ball to third. Ground ball to third. Ground ball to third. Nettles is a positive fielder, so no hit. So we just play it out here, 66. If he was a negative fielder, it would have been a base hit, as he would not have made the play. A 66 ground ball to third. No runner at first. The runner holds! Unbelievable. So the Dodgers still have not plated Parker from third, and now there's 2 outs. The one-hopper, the hard one-hopper to Nettles. Great reaction. Parker, thank God, was not off on the contact play. He would have been a dead duck. As Roseboro is out 5-3, Nettles calmly through to first. This could be a huge squander here. This could be a huge squander here. Dodgers second and third, no outs, trailing 4-2. And then Davis hits a fly ball to right that Parker is unable to tag up on. Then Roseboro hits a one-hopper, a hard one-hopper to Nettles that Parker can't score. Now it's up to Maury Wills with 2 outs. Wills 0 for 3. He's flown out to center. Fielder's choice and scored and grounded to first. The pitch to Maury Wills from Ed Figueroa. That's a 41. A 41. Ground ball to first. Chambliss tosses to Figueroa covering the bag, and the side is retired. Unbelievable. Eddie Figueroa, a walk and a double, second and third with Parker at third, Lefevre at second. He gets Davis to fly out to right. Otto Velez throws a strike to the plate. Parker does not tag up on the medium fly ball. Roseboro hits a hard one-hopper to Nettles at third, who snares it. Calmly throws the first for out number 2. And as we just witnessed, Maury Wills grounds to Chambliss, who tosses to Figueroa, who steps on the bag and pumps his fist. What a job by Eddie Figueroa to get out of that mess he created. Go to the bottom of the 6th, 4-2. Yankees of 1976 over the 65 Dodgers. They lead the series 2-0, hoping to take a 3-0 lead and move on to a sweep possibly of the LA Dodgers. Aaron is in the chat. Hope all is well. So Claude Osteen's given up 4 runs. He'll face Stanley Healy in the top of the order, Mickey Rivers, 4-2. He's good for 7 innings. We're going to try to very short leash on him here. Stanley is 1 for 1. He had a sac bunt that led to an RBI for Healy on a ground out, and he's single. Here's the pitch to Fred Chicken Stanley, one of Billy Martin's favorites. A 3. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Stanley with a 0-3, and that is a single. So Stanley singles to left as he pulls that fastball. He's now 2 for 2 with a sac bunt. Here comes Fran Healy, and I think that's going to be it for Mr. Claude Osteen. We're trying to get him. Mickey Rivers, he's handled quite easily, but it's the bottom two who've ate him up and spit him out right now in their own little way. And we got the wrong team. That's the Yankees, so let's go to Dodger Blue. Brandon Lackey, how you doing, my friend? So we're going to go to Bob Miller. Miller's good for 2 innings. He's warming up. He's a righty. We can't take Healy out of the game because Munson's the DH, and Healy has the -14 arm anyway. So Miller will be coming in. Osteen's day is done. Miller will get the red pen. Osteen's responsible for Stanley at first. Osteen went 5 innings. So far 4 runs, but again, he's responsible for the runner at first. So 5 innings. He did strike out 5. And he's given up 4 runs, all earned. And here comes Bob Miller. Miller, right-handed thrower. And a positive fielder at his position. So Bobby Miller into the game. Osteen's day is done. 4-2 Yankees. Here's Fran Healy against righties. 0-18. Stanley at first. The pitch from Miller to Healy. 3-43. Possible double play ball here. And nope, swing and a miss. Mighty swing and a miss. So Healy goes down via the K. 1 out, 1 on. Top of the order for Mickey Rivers. Rivers happy to see Osteen goes. He was 0 for 3 against Osteen, including a strikeout. Against righties, he reaches safely 0-32. Stanley takes a lead at first. Miller peeks over, now looks in at Johnny Roseboro. The pitch to Mick the Quick. Mickey Rivers, a 2, and that's a 49 for Mickey Rivers. Ground ball to first, 49. Runner on first. The only play is to first, as Parker takes it to the bag himself. Stanley advances to second. Mickey Rivers is 0 for 4. So Stanley in scoring position, 4-2 Yankees. And here's Willie Randolph. Randolph against righties reaches safely 0-32. Miller peeks over his shoulder. He rocks and deals to Randolph. 28. And that is a walk. First base is not occupied. So it'll be first and second. My God, that's the 4th time Willie Randolph has walked in this game. Oh, holy poop. Been on base 4 times. Hasn't put the ball in play. So 2 outs. 4-2, first and second. Otto Velez might be called back. He struck out twice, singled, and scored. They might go right here and now to Oscar Gamble, the hero of Game 1 for the Yankees, the villain if you're a Dodgers fan. He hit the homer in the top of the 10th that would lead the Yankees to a 3-2 lead when they retired the Dodgers for no runs in the bottom of the 10th. Or do you go to Roy White and move Piniella? Move Piniella to right and Roy White to left. But let's take a look at Oscar Gamble. He's got that 0-4. I like that. Reaches 0-32. White 0 through 40, but I like those. You get that low roll, possible a home run there. And here Billy Martin goes with the left-handed batting, Oscar Gamble, trying to get that Oscar Gamble magic. Hello, Chris Anderson. So Otto Velez's day is done. Oscar Gamble, fro and all, comes to the plate. And he'll stay in to play right. So Velez is done. Two outs, two on. And here's the fro, Oscar Gamble. And he'll play right field. Error chance the same as Velez, 5. Arm is the same as Velez, average. And he is a moderate runner. All right, let's see if Gamble can do it here. Hero of Game 1. Can he break Game 3 wide open? The pitch from Bob Miller to the fro, Oscar Gamble. That's a 3. It's not going to do it. That's a 46. And for ha-ha's sake, Roy White would have been out also. Let's just look. Roy White would have been out. That would have been a strikeout. And a 46 to Gamble is a ground ball to first, and the side is retired. Parker takes it to the bag himself. So either way, it's an out. I was just curious. And the Yankees strand 2. So Miller does his JOB. The book on Osteen's done. He gives up 4 runs. They were earned. He's in line for the loss. Miller has an automatic strikeout on 77. He's pitched 1 inning. If he pitches 2 innings, he is not eligible for Game 4 in relief. If he goes 1 2/3, he is. If you pitch 3 games in a row, you can't pitch a 4th game in a row. Unless there's the off day, which there is. So Stanley, that's that. Randolph stranded. Gamble goes to right after grounding out. Go to the top of the 7th, 4-2, the 76 Yankees over the 65 Dodgers. Dodgers had a huge squander if you're just joining us. 2nd and 3rd, no outs. And Ed Figueroa somehow magically made 3 batters disappear. Fly ball to right that doesn't get the run in. Ground ball to third that doesn't get the run in. And then the ground out by Maury Wills. Chambliss fielded it, tossed it to Figueroa, and the side was retired. So top of the 7th, it'll be Fairley, Gilliam, and Don Drysdale, the designated hitter. Drysdale had a home run in Game 2, the only 2 runs the Dodgers knocked in. Now the Yankees, all relievers are eligible for both teams. There was a rest day. Dick Tidrow. Where's Jackson? Grant Jackson. Tremendous bullpen they have in 76. Lyle's an A-plus pitcher at home and on the road. Jackson's an A-plus pitcher at home and on the road. And Dick Tidrow's an A-plus at home, A on the road. So Tidrow has strikeouts, though. Figueroa's gone 6. Can we get him through the 7th? That would be nice. We're going to try to. He's got a 2-run lead. Yankees are up 4-2 on a short leash here. Ron Fairley has grounded out and walked twice. Fran Healy sets a target to pitch to Ron Fairley. 3. That's going to be a 62. 62. Hard hit ball to Stanley at short. He's up with it. Throws to Chambliss. 1 away. As once again, when Fairley makes contact, he grounds out to the chicken man at short. None happier than Billy Martin, who loves Fred Chicken Stanley. He used to follow him around from team to team. He always made sure to get him on the team because he made Billy laugh. Here comes Jim Gilliam, third baseman. He's knocked in a run with a single. He's walked and flown to center. He's 1 for 2. Pitch homeward bound to Jim Gilliam. Figueroa tosses up a 63. What will it be? That's a ground ball. Rinse and repeat to short. Stanley to Chambliss. 2 away. They're playing Pepper with the Chicken Man at short. And here comes Don Drysdale. Drysdale has struck out and flown deep to right twice. The pitch to Double D from Ed Figueroa. That's a 1. That's a 28. And that's why he's in the ball game, folks. He singles. So Don Drysdale singles on the 28 to left field. They try to blow a fastball by him, and he pulls it to left. So Drysdale singles. Pitcher designated hitters now 1 for 4. Now bring up Lou Johnson. He's the tying run at the plate. Yankees have some bullpen action. Johnson, 1 for 3. Singled, struck out, and flown to center. Healy goes through the signs. Figueroa with a quick nod of his head. The pitch to Lou B. Johnson. A 5. This will end the inning. Johnson strikes the ball well, but not well enough. Going back is Mickey Rivers. Now he pads his hip. Makes the catch, and the side is retired. The 2-out single by Drysdale does not hurt. We go to the bottom of the 7th, 4-2 Yankees. So Figueroa can go one more inning, though we might go to Dick Tidrow, as he can go 2. Let's see if Tidrow picks up another save here. Tidrow won the first game, got the save in the second game, I do believe. So Bob Miller on the mound. He's got to keep it a 2-run deficit here. A-grade pitcher. He's going to face Munson, Chambliss, and Piniella. Yankee captain Thurman Munson is 2 for 3. Singled, flown to left, and doubled in a run. He's also scored a run. The pitch from Miller to Munson. 78 against a right-handed pitcher. And that's going to be a fly out to center. Willie Davis makes the catch. 1 down. So Miller has steadied the ship. And here is Chris Chambliss. Chambliss knocked in 2 runs with a single. His last plate appearance, he's 1 for 3 with a ground out and a fly out. Miller deals to the left-handed batting first baseman Chambliss. That's going to be a 54. Chambliss swings. Ground ball to second for out number 2 as Lefevre throws to Parker. So 2 up, 2 down. And now do we want to take Miller out? I say no. If we took Miller out, he's eligible tomorrow, as he'd only go 1 2/3. We can bring Paranowski in. He's got 2 walks, though. But we'd like to save. In any way, Sandy Koufax goes in game 4. Lefty. No. Miller stays in. Piniella hits better against lefties. So Miller will not be eligible tomorrow. Here's the pitch to Lou Piniella. Miller looking for the 1-2-3 inning. The pitch to Sweet Lou, and he's not going to get it. Nutbagger. That's a 15. And that is a single. So Piniella singles off Miller. The single goes to right field. They do not get a 1-2-3 inning. In actuality, now if we take him out, he's still eligible. He is still eligible, and that's what we're going to do because Nettles is a lefty. And Ron Paranowski is a lefty, so here comes Ron Paranowski. So Bob Miller goes 1 2/3. That will make him still eligible. For tomorrow, he didn't strike out any. And here comes Ron Paranowski. And we'll give him the black pen. Paranowski looking to get the 3rd and final out here in the bottom of 7th. Keep it a 4-2 ball game. He went on to pitch for the Twins after the Dodgers. And I believe he was on the Twins division winner when they went to 2 divisions in '69. So here comes Ron Peranowski. Lefty-lefty matchup. 1 out, 2 outs. Piniella will be off on contact. Here's Greg Nettles. Nettles has singled, struck out, and flown to right. The pitch from Peranowski to Nettles. And that should end the inning. That's a 62. How do you do? Ground ball to second. Lefevre to Parker. And the side is retired. So Peranowski does his job along with Miller. We go the top of the 8th. Still 4-2 Yankees. So Miller gives up no runs. Peranowski goes back to the dugout. Due up for the Dodgers to face Ed Figueroa. This will be his last inning of work. Parker, Lefevre, and Davis. If anyone gets on, Johnny Roseboro. We do have a third-string catcher who has decent numbers to get on base. And he might pinch hit. Wes Parker, 1 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice, singled and scored and walked in his last plate appearance. The pitch from Ed Figueroa to Wes Parker. Dodgers need to put a runner on to get the tying run at the plate. And that's not going to do it. Figueroa tosses up an 86. Right-handed pitcher, 86. Parker gets under the curveball, floats it to center, and Mickey Rivers makes the catch for out number 1. So 1 out in the top of the 8th. Ed Figueroa is dealing, my friends. And here's Jimmy Lefevre. Lefevre reached on an error on Rivers in center. Reached on an error by Chambliss and then doubled. 1 for 3 on base 3 times. Is there any more Jimmy Lefevre magic? The pitch from Figueroa to Lefevre. 2. No magic there. That's a 63. What will it be? We shall see. Hard hit ball to Stanley. He stabs it with the backhand. Throws low, but scooped out of the dirt by Chambliss, and there's 2 down. So Eddie Figueroa struggled at times, but not giving up the big hit. And that's how the Yankees are up 4-2. They're 4 outs away from taking Game 3 in Yankee Stadium and going up 3-0 and a possible sweep in Game 4 against Sandy Koufax. The pitch to Willie Davis, he's hitless. He does have a sac bunt, though. That's a 2. That's a 31. A 31. Swing and a miss, and the side is retired. Figueroa pumps his fist. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The 65 Dodgers 2, the 76 Yankees 4. Yankees hoping to close the door here in Game 3. Ed Figueroa is done. Eddie Figueroa in line for the win. They really have a fun pitching staff, the 76 Yankees, in this pine tar. So Figueroa goes 8. He's given up 2 runs, so he cannot... Can he get that extra inning with 2? Starter allows 2 or less runs plus 1. Oh, we can. We can decide to keep him in. But if he gives up a base runner in the 9th, he comes out. So we'll think about that. So Figueroa could go the distance, thus saving the pen. Though everyone would be eligible tomorrow because no one, unless they tie it, would go 2 innings. So we'll think about that. Ron Peranowski back up on the bump. He'll face Stanley, Healy in the top of the order, Mickey Rivers. Fred Stanley's playing stellar defense at short, and he's 2 for 2. He's a sac bunt and 2 singles. The pitch to Chicken Fred Stanley from Peranowski. That's a 6. He's going to do it again. Incredible. 26 against a lefty. That's a walk. He's on base again. First base is not occupied. So that is a walk. The A+ grade does not help him there. Wait a second. That's only in a pitcher modification. Yeah. So yeah, that is a walk. First base is not occupied. Had it been a derivative 5, it's a strikeout, but first base. So here's Fran Healy. He's going to bunt. 89% chance. And we rolled the wrong color, but still the same. 56, the bunt is successful. Stanley moves to second. Healy on the 56 on the sacrifice. as that's an even roll. The play is 5-4. So fielding it is Gilliam. He throws to Lefevre as Lefevre was covering. The corners were charging. So that is a sac bunt. So a productive day out of the catcher Healy. He's knocked in a run and now had a sac bunt. One out. Stanley at second. Top of the order. Mick the Quick. Mickey Rivers is 0 for 4. Peronowski wants to make him 0 for 5. The pitch to Rivers. Peronowski tosses up. And Rivers is going to be a happy camper here. That's a 16, and that is a single. A 16 is a single. Let's see where it goes. That's a single to left. And it is an even number. Stanley's going to try to score from second. So that's a single to left. So Mickey Rivers might knock in a run here, as Stanley gets to go 2 bases, but the outfielder has an opportunity to throw him out. Single to left. The left fielder for the Dodgers is Johnson. He has an average arm. So 0 through 10. Here's the throw to the plate. Trying to get Chicken Stanley. It's a 93. Scoring quite easily as Stanley. As Roseboro blocks the throw, it's offline. And now it's 5-3 Yankees, and that means Figueroa will come out for the 9th. And Mickey Rivers is very happy, as he's now 1 for 5 with a ribby. 5-2 Yankees. So Rivers at first. That'll bring up Willie Randolph. The pitch from Peronowski to Randolph. That's a 3. That's a 42. 42. Swing and a miss. So Randolph. First time he hasn't walked. There's 2 outs. Rivers will be off on contact. Here comes the fro, Oscar Gamble. Lefty-lefty matchup. Gamble will stay in to keep him in for his defense. The pitch to Oscar. A 5. Gamble. An 18. A walk, but first base is occupied, so it's a 2-0 count. Into the breach again goes Peronowski. The pitch to Gamble. That's a 6, and that will be a 66. A 66 goes to a defense check. So let's see where the balls hit. 66 against a left-handed pitcher. Ground ball to third, as long as the third baseman is not negative. Note, Gilliam is a neutral fielder. So on the 66, I had it the right way. Gilliam backhands it, throws across the diamond for out number 3. But the Yankees put one more run across the plate. We go to the top of the 9th. They now have a 3-run lead, 5-3, and Ed Figueroa is going for the complete game. Hello, D. Scott Howard. How you doing? I don't know where you are. You're at the Bronx in Yankee Stadium, my friend. Hope all is well to our good friend D. Scott Howard. So here it is, Ed Figueroa looking for a complete game. Up 5-3. If he gives up a runner, that is it. He must come out. And here's Johnny Roseboro, the pitch to Roseboro. Let's see if Roseboro can get a hit. He's not going to do it there. That's a 70. That's going to be out number 1 as Roseboro sends it to right field. And Oscar Gamble, the fro, makes the catch. 1 away. Yankees 2 outs away from going up 3-0 in this series against the 65 Dodgers. Top of the order, Maury Wills. Healy sets the target. The pitch to Maury Wills. Figueroa fires in. A 98. A 98. What is a 98? It's a fielding check. Possible error. And if it is, Figueroa is out of the game. It's a 0-3. The catcher, oh God, fudge knocker. Healy is a 4. I forgot to roll this, so a 4 and under. And it's an error. It's a 2. Healy boots the ball. So reaching on the Healy error, even with Munson, I think it would have been an error, as Munson is an E5. So either way, it's an error, no matter who is catching. So Wills reaches on the E2. And that is it for Eddie Figueroa. He goes 8 1/3 innings. He's up 5-3. He's given up 2 runs, but he's responsible for Wills at first. He struck out 3. Workman-like performance. He pitched himself into trouble and pitched himself out of trouble. The big inning, if the Dodgers lose and they're 2 outs away from it, they had second and third, no outs, and they couldn't push a run across the Dodgers. That was dreadful. That was dreadful. I'm trying to find it here. Yeah, Lefevre doubled, which sent Parker to third, second and third. Then Davis flew out to right. Roseborough grounded to third. Neither time the runner Parker could score, and then Wills grounded to first. So that was a huge squander. And Figueroa's day is done. And with 2 outs to go, they will bring in Dick Tidrow. Tidrow, A-plus pitcher at home, automatic strikeouts on 55 and 77. He will be eligible unless they tie it up and he pitches 2 innings. Life is sports. E2, go Dodgers. Thank you for joining us. Dave Little's at the ballpark, too. Hope all is well. So here's Dick Tidrow. He needs 2 outs for another save. Tidrow, we got the game over here. Tidrow in game 1 was the winning pitcher in extra innings. Guidry got the save. And in game 2, he got the save. Again, there was an off day, so all relievers are refreshed. Yankees hoping to go up 3-0 against the 65 Dodgers. Tidrow will deal with Ron Fairley. Fairley is grounded to short, walked twice, and grounded to short. Tidrow hoping for the double play ball that ends the game. He rocks and deals to Ron Fairley. That's a 3, and that's an 89. An 89, Tidrow's a right-handed pitcher. 89, fly ball to center. Mickey Rivers, patting his thigh, makes the catch. 2 down, 2 down. And the Yankees are 1 out away from taking a 3-0 lead. The 76 Yankees, 1 out away from going up 3-0 against the 65 Dodgers. It's up to Jim Gilliam. Gilliam reaches 0 through 36. Don Drysdale, the designated hitter, on deck. He's 1 for 4. That'd be something to get it to Drysdale with him representing the tying run at the plate. Gilliam has walked, singled in a run, flown to center, and grounded to short. 1 for 3. The pitch to Jimmy Gilliam for Dick Tidrow. That's a 5. That's a 48. And the ball game is over. Ground ball to Chambliss. Chambliss waves off Tidrow. He takes it to the bag himself. And there is much joy in the Bronx, as the 1976 Yankees go up 3-0 with a 5-2, I keep saying 3, 5-2 victory over the 65 Dodgers. It'll be up to Sandy Koufax in game 4 to stave off elimination. Don Drysdale, the pitcher who DH, was 1 for 4, and he had 2 deep flyouts. Again, the Dodgers have only mustered 6 runs in 3 games. 2 in the game 1. One of them knocked in by Koufax on a single that had eyes through the infield. And then Roseborough knocked in the other. The only 2 runs knocked in game 2, Don Drysdale hit a 2-run homer. They lost 4-2. So game 1, 3-2 in extra innings. Oscar Gamble hit the game-winning homer in the top of the 10th. They lose 4-2 in game 2. So home field advantage goes bye-bye for the Dodgers. Dodgers come into Yankee Stadium, and they drop game 3, 5-2. Yankees up 3-0. And it'll be up to Sandy Koufax to keep them from elimination. All right. I'd like to say thank you to everyone. We had a lot of fun with that. The winning pitcher was Ed Figueroa. Dick Tidrow gets the save. Claude Osteen takes the loss. So thank you very much. Till next time, health and happiness. Life is sports game, says Koufax will calm things down. Well, it's an anemic offense, and I think I will DH Don Drysdale again. Why not? All right. Thank you very much. Health and happiness. Till next time. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless. You know what's coming, folks. You know what's coming. But before we say what is coming, stay safe. Be smart. We'll get through this coronavirus together. I love you all. God bless. And now, peace. Yankees win 5-2. They lead the series 3-0. Going for the sweep in Game 4 in the Bronx. Billy Martin is ecstatic.